This is a story about an unusual company. A company which every day serves other businesses and all households in an area with more than 80,000 residents and 10,000 businesses. A company, the modern production methods and technology of which are subject to the most strict health and safety and environmental regulations. A company, the products and services of which are a benefit to society. This is the story of Renosyd. Renosyd is a waste management company. We are responsible for the administration, planning, handling and treatment of waste materials in a large area of East Jutland, and we consider ourselves experts in the efficient handling of waste. We are responsible for the collection of domestic refuse from all households in our area. Refuse collection is handled by our subcontractors, whilst our own staff handles the collection of waste paper for recycling. At 60 different locations in our service area, we have established collection stations where citizens can deposit sorted paper and glass bottle waste. We operate 8 recycling centres where private citizens and businesses can deliver sorted waste for recycling, material retrieval or incineration. Certain types of dangerous waste may be delivered here for subsequent environmentally responsible disposal or treatment by Renosyd. Renosyd offers advice to businesses about reducing waste production and how waste materials can best be sorted and handled in an environmentally safe manner, often with economic benefits for the company. Reduction of waste, reuse and recycling are the first priorities at Renosyd. Most of the waste that is not suitable for recycling or reuse is handled at our incineration facility in Skanderborg. Besides ensuring an environmentally controlled incineration, the process also converts waste into energy in the form of electricity and district heating. Some waste material is buried, either at our landfill facility near Skanderborg or in landfills or underground facilities in other countries that specialise in the handling of dangerous waste. So rubbish is not simply rubbish. There are enormous benefits for society when waste materials are sorted, so that materials which may be reused or recycled are separated, and that which must be disposed of is handled safely and responsibly. And that's our business here at Renosyd. Our society produces a lot of waste. Every time we buy anything, there are waste materials, packaging, bottles, printed matter, or simply leftovers that we didn't use. And all this gets thrown away. And we throw things out like never before. Not just scraps from the kitchen, but also consumer goods, such as furniture, clothes, electronic devices and household appliances that may be worn out or simply out of fashion. When we rebuild or decorate our homes, we produce a lot of waste, just as tending to our garden also results in large quantities of organic waste. But private households are not the only producers of waste. Business and industry make a major contribution. Almost every manufacturing process results in the production of waste or unwanted byproducts. Besides manufacturing industries, other businesses such as offices and restaurants also produce waste. There was a time when rubbish was simply something that had to be disposed of, out of sight, out of mind. Huge landfills, often disused gravel pits, were for decades filled with all types of waste. 40 years ago, most of Denmark's household refuse was disposed of in landfills. With the increase in living standards during recent decades, the amount of waste has increased in proportion to our consumption. Globalization has also played its part, in that more businesses and private households buy more imported goods, resulting in more packaging and more waste. We have learnt by our mistakes. We have seen that the space available for new landfills is limited, and that the landfill approach is a bad solution, environmentally and economically. Here in Denmark, we have also recognised that rubbish may be valuable. For most categories of waste, it is a fact that someone, somewhere, can use that which we regard as worthless trash. Industries that produce large quantities of homogeneous waste, for example plastics and metals, today have good opportunities to sell their waste products at a profit. Some industrial waste or byproducts are valuable, and recycling makes sense, because the waste material is usually easy to sort and separate. But domestic refuse from households and businesses usually comprises many different types of waste, which all too often end up in the same dustbin or container. It is here that the greatest challenge of waste management is to be found, because different waste materials require different strategies and processes. When these materials are mixed together, the task of managing the waste can seem almost insurmountable. However, efficient waste management is far from impossible. Denmark is at the forefront of waste management. We have learnt that over 90% of our waste, from both industry and private households, can be reused, recycled, or disposed of in a way which is beneficial to our society and responsible towards our environment. This is the story of how Renosyd harvests the wealth of waste.